Graphing linear equations. First we see this one is linear. It's got a x to the first and a y. So we got it in a slope-intercept form in this case, which is nice because that's what we need, slope and y-intercept. So if you remember slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, where the m is our growth or slope and b is the starting value, which we need. So we can start this one off. We always need a point to start at, so we're going to start at 0, -1. That's our y-intercept. And we just got it from right there. So that's our starting point. Next we need where to go. We need some direction here, and that would be our slope. If you notice right here, it is a negative slope, which means decreasing line, so we better make sure this thing goes downward. So take our starting point, go from there. So I can count up 3. If I count up 3, 1, 2, 3, to make this thing go downward, I better go back 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could also go, down 3, but then I better make sure I go right 5. So either way, we just make sure we have a downward slope. Take a straight edge, and we'll connect the dots here. Not too bad, right about there. Should have arrows going both ways, so I think I'll add one to that side. And there it is. We've just graphed it using slope and y-intercept. Alright. Moving along here, slope and y-intercept again. So we can't tell our slope and our y-intercept in this form, so we want to make sure we get it in this form so that we can pick out the slope and the y-intercept. Well, to do that we just solve for y. So we need to get y by itself right there. To do that, let's flip the x to the other side by subtracting it over. There it is. And we just want y, 1y, so let's divide everything by 3. So we end up with y equals -1/3 x, and this comes out to a nice +2. And now we're very similar to the first problem. We're going to start at 2. Our slope is again negative in this case, so it's sloping downward. That's a -1/3, so rise over run. So I'm going to go down 1, in this case to the right 3, or I could go up 1 to the left 3. And once again, take a straight edge, try to line this up again. Not too bad, right about there. And once again, arrows should be going both ways because solutions go forever in both directions here. So remember, when we're graphing a line, we're graphing all the possible solutions. And there it is. So there's all the solutions for that equation. Little different directions here. It's another way to graph by using the x and y intercepts. So we have 2 intercepts for lines, x and y. To do that, to find the x-intercept, right, if I want to find the x-intercept, I plug in 0 for y. And when I do that, well, 3 times x plus 2 times, in this case, 0. The nice thing is the 2 times 0 is just 0. We solve very quickly here. X has to be 4. So there's our x-intercept. So I go to 4, 0. Remember, our x-intercept, we're not going up or down at all, so that's why our y is 0. We can do this the exact same way for the y-intercept very quickly. But this time, instead of putting 0 in for y, I want to put in 0 for x. And I do that. 3 times 0 plus 2y equals 12. Well, 3 times 0, we don't have to worry about. So when x is 0, y is 6, which would give us our y-intercept right there. And for lines, all you need is 2 points, and you can draw the straight line through. See if I can line that up. Alright, not too bad. I'm just going to add my arrow to the other side. So there's all the solutions for that graph right there. Alright, so that's graphing using the intercepts. A pretty quick way when it's in this standard form for a linear equation. And two more quick ones. Graph y equals 5. Well, y equals 5, you could write it like this. And remember, no zero slope is just a flat horizontal line. So you go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you put a horizontal line. That should be a pretty easy one to line up. And what that means is y will equal 5. It's a constant 5 the whole time horizontally. It doesn't matter what x is. There is no x in the equation, so y is 5. And real quick, same thing, except it's not going to be horizontal this time. If you remember, x equals -8. X will equal -8 no matter what. So you want to go out to -8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's -8. And it's going to be -8 no matter what. So you want a vertical line. Remember the slope is undefined. So that's kind of a special one. So x equals equations are vertical lines. Alright, so those are the two special ones. So we used y equals mx plus b